Good morning students. Welcome to class 6, subject mathematics, chapter number 8, decimals. This is lecture number 2. In this lecture, first of all, we will recapitulate that we have learned in lecture 1. We have done the places of the digits to the left of the unit digits are tens, hundreds, thousands and so on. Left to the unit place digits, to the ones place digit. Okay, they are tens, hundreds and thousands like these. While the places of the digits to the right of units digits are tenth, hundredth, thousands and so on. On the right hand side, digits are tenth, hundredth and thousands. To separate these, we put a point, that is a small dot, after the ones place digit, and this point is called a decimal. Clear? To the decimal right hand side we have places tenth, hundredth, thousands, and towards left we have places ones, tens, hundred, thousands. This is the place value chart of a decimal number. See, in the center one decimal point is there, and to the decimal right hand side tenth, hundredth and thousands place, and on the left hand side ones, tens, hundred, thousands like these. Okay, and these ones, tens, hundred, thousand, these are known as whole number part, and right hand side part is known as fractional part or decimal part. A decimal number has two parts. One part to the left of the decimal point and the other to the right of decimal point. The part to the left of decimal point is called whole number part. You can see in the above place value chart. And the part to the right of decimal point is called decimal or fractional part. For example, in the number 23.7, the whole number part is 23 and the decimal part is 0.7. Now, to understand tenth, divide an object into 10 equal parts. Then one part is 1/10 of the whole, or we can write down it as 1/10. This is the 1/10, because from the complete 10th part we have taken out one part, and this 1/10 can be written as 0.1. Now, to understand the hundredth, divide an object into 100 equal parts. Then one part is 1/100th of the whole. Thus, 1/100th equal to 1/100. Total parts are 100, that we write down in the denominator, and one part we have taken out. And in decimal it is written as 0.01. Now see today's topic. Today we will do representing fractions as decimal, representing decimals as fraction. Okay, fraction, how to convert fraction into decimal and how to convert decimal into fraction. And then after that we will do today comparing decimals. First is fractions and decimal number. What are fraction numbers and what are decimal numbers? Fractions with denominator 10, 100, thousands are called decimal fractions. Okay, if the fractions we have but their denominator is either 10, 100 or 1000, then those fractions are known as decimal fractions. For example, 23 upon 10. This is a decimal fraction. Now to convert it into decimal number, count the number of zeros in the denominator, that is 10, and then count same number of digits in the numerator. Starting from the ones place digit and moving towards your left hand side. Okay, and then place the decimal point. I am repeating, to convert 23 upon 10 into decimal, you have to count the number of zeros in the decimal and then count the same number of digits in the numerator, starting from the ones place and moving towards your left hand side. So it is before 3, or we can say after 2. So it can be written as 23 upon 10 can be written as 2 decimal 3. In the same way, 703 upon 100. Now the number of zeros in the denominator 2. So now start counting number of digits in the numerator starting from the ones place and move towards your left hand side. It is 3 and 0. So decimal will come just before 0. It is 7.03. Now 72 upon 1000. It is equal to 0.072. Here the number of zeros in the denominator 3 zeros. So we have to place decimal before 3 digits. So one digit is 2, another digit is 7, but the third digit is missing. So third digit we will write down first of all 0 and then we will place the decimal. So it is 0.072. Now conversion of decimal number into fraction. Decimal fraction. In the denominator, after 1, write the number of zeros equal to the number of decimal places in the given number. Okay. In the denominator, what you have to write down? With 1, you have to write down number of zeros equal to the number of decimal places in the given number. See example now. 32.7. Now, in the denominator we have to write down 1. Remove the decimal from the numerator. Okay. So, after decimal, how many places are there? Only one place, that is the 10th place. So, 1 0 will come in the denominator. So, it is 327 upon 10. See one more. 3.54. Now, after decimal here are 2 places, 10th and 100th. So, in the denominator with 1 we will write down 2 zeros. Now, the fraction is 354 upon 100. Remember, when we are writing zeros in denominator, we will remove the decimal from the numerator. We will not write down now decimal. 0.013. Remove the decimal. It will become 013 or 013 we can write down 13 only. But after decimal, how many places are here? 3 places. 10th place, 100th place and 1000th place. So, in the denominator, 1000 will come. Note, any number of extra zeros written at the end of a decimal number does not change its value. Okay. If we are writing after decimal number of zeros at the end of decimal number, then it will not change its value. See the example. 3.7 is same as 3.70 or 3.700. All three are same. Now our next topic is conversion of fractions into decimal. How to convert a fraction into decimal. First, convert the given fraction to an equivalent decimal fraction with a denominator 10, 100 or 1000 and then place decimal. See the examples now. 2 upon 5. Now we have to write down 2 upon 5 with denominator either 10, 100 or 1000. So it is 5 multiplied by 2 is 10. So we will multiply numerator also by 2. It is 4 upon 10. Now 4 upon 10, you know very well how to write down it in decimal. It is 0.4. See one more example. 4 upon 25. We cannot make 25 10. But we can make it 100. 25 4s are 100. So multiply numerator also by 4. 4 multiplied by 4 is 16. Okay. So 16 upon 100. And it is equal to 0.16. Now see example 1. Write the following decimals as a fraction. Reduce the fractions to the lowest form. These type of questions are given in your exercise, NCERT exercise also. So I am taking 1 or 2 examples. First is 0.6. You have to first of all change it into fraction. Remove the decimal. After decimal there is 1 place. So 1 0 will come in the denominator. It is 6 upon 10. Now cut it by 2. 2 3s are 6. 2 5s are 10. So it is equal to 3 upon 5. Second, 0.066. Now see, after decimal how many places are there? 3 places. So in the denominator 3 zeros will come, that is 1000. So it is 66 upon 1000. Now again reduce it. We are again dividing it by 3. 2 3s are 6. 2 3s are 6. And denominator also divided it by 2. 2 5s are 10, 0, 0. Now our new fraction is 33 upon 500. Can we reduce it earlier now also? No. We can't reduce it further. So this is the lowest form of the fraction. Example 2. Express the following as centimeter using decimals. Okay, you have to express the given number into centimeter. 2 millimeter. We know that 10 millimeter equal to 1 centimeter. You have done unitary method now. Now apply unitary method here. 1 millimeter equal to 1 upon 10 centimeter. In unitary method, this is the system that first of all, when we are finding the value of 1, we will divide, and when we have to find out the value of more than 1, then we will multiply. Okay, so 1 millimeter equal to 1 upon 10 centimeter. Now we have to find out the value of 2 millimeter into centimeter. So 2 millimeter equal to 1 upon 10 multiplied by 2 centimeter, which is equal to 2 upon 10 centimeter. Apply decimal now. 0.2 centimeter. See example 3. Between which two numbers in 10th place on the number line does the given number lie? Between which two numbers in the 10th place? This you have to keep it in your mind that 10th place is asked here. Okay. Don't tell the whole number. See, this is the question, between which two numbers in the 10th place. So here we will check the 10th place on the number line. Does the given number lie? See, first is 0.06. Now what is the given digit here on the 10th place? It is 0. Okay. So it lie between 0 and 0.1. See, this is the number on the 10th place. So it lie between this number and next to it, 0 and 0.1. See one more example, 0.45. Now which digit is there on the 10th place here? In the 10th place here it is 4. So it lie between decimal 4 and decimal 5. Always remember, first number is this only, which is given in the question, and the next is next number. So between these two numbers, because it is greater than 4, decimal 4, 5 is there. So it lie between decimal 4 and. Now we will do comparison of two whole numbers. To compare two decimal numbers, proceed as under. Here are some steps that you need to follow. First is, express the given decimal numbers as like decimals. What are like decimals now? The decimal numbers having equal number of decimal places are called like decimals. First of all, you need to convert decimal numbers into like decimals. It will become easier you then to compare. Now compare the whole number part. The decimal number having greater whole number part is greater. Okay. Now first of all, when you are comparing two decimal number, you have to compare the whole number part first. Okay. You have to compare this part. Whole number part first. A number having greater whole number part, that number is greater. Now see the third rule. In the whole number parts, if the whole number parts are equal, then compare the 10th digit. Okay. If the whole number parts are equal, then what you will do? You will compare the 10th digit. First place in the decimal part is 10th place now. So now you have to compare the 10th digit. So decimal number having greater 10th digit, that decimal number is greater. And if 10th digit is also same, then what you will do? If 10th digit is also same, then you have to compare the 100th place, the next place. Okay. Then you will compare the 100th place. So decimal number having greater 100th digit is greater, and we will follow this procedure so on. Fine. So let us recapitulate how to compare the decimal number. First of all, we will convert decimal numbers into like decimals. Means number of decimal digits will be equal in all. After that, first of all, we will compare the whole number part. A decimal number whose whole number part is greater, that decimal number is greater. And if the whole number parts are equal, then we will compare the 10th place digit. A decimal number having greater 10th place digit is greater. And if 10th place digit is also equal, then compare the 100th place digit. Okay. See the example of this. Which is greater? Two decimal 35 or 2 decimal 53. Now see, in this, whole number parts are equal. Here is also 2. In this also, here is also 2. So whole number parts are equal. Then what we will compare now? Now we will compare this 10th place digit. Here 10th place digit is 3 and here 10th place digit is 5. Which one is greater? Definitely 5 is greater. So 2 decimal 53 is greater than 2 decimal 35. Same I have written here. The whole number parts of the given numbers are equal. So let us compare the 10th digit. In 2 decimal 35 digit, at 10th place is 3 and in 2 decimal 53 digit at 10th place is 5. Since 5 is greater than 3, so 2 decimal 53 is greater than 2 decimal 35. See one more example. It is 3 or 0 decimal 8. Compare whole number part first. Whole number part in 3 is 3 only. This is the whole number, na? And whole number part in 0 decimal 8 is? It is 0. So which is greater? Definitely 3 is greater. So as 3 is greater than 0, so 3 is greater than 0 decimal 8. Now see your homework. Your homework is to do exercise 8.1, question number 5, 6 and 10. Exercise 8.2, question number 6 and 7. Exercise 8.3, question number 1 in fair notebook. Now it's time for the homework solution of lecture 1. See students, I have not done all the parts. I have done some of the parts. Rest are same. Exercise 8.1, question number 2. Write the following decimals in the place value table. This is the place value table in which I have written all the decimal numbers. You can check your homework. Next is write each of the following as decimal. Seven upon 10 is equal to 0 decimal 7. Okay. So see, these are the solution of lecture 1. Question number 4. Write each of the following as decimal. Again it is there. First is 0.5, second 3.7, C 265 decimal 1, D 70.8, E 8.8 and F 4.2, G it is 3 upon 2. So first of all we have to convert it into denominator into 10, 100 or 1000. So we have multiplied it by 5 first. It is 1.5. Two upon 5. Same in this also. Multiplied by 2, numerator and denominator both. It will become 4 upon 10. 0 decimal 4. Next is 12 upon 5. We will multiply numerator and denominator both by 2 to make the denominator 10. 24 upon 10. So it is now 2.4. 3 upon 5. 3 is the whole number. Okay. Let it remain as it is. 3, 6 upon 10. Let whole number remain as it is and convert 6 upon 10 into decimal. So it is 3 decimal 6. Question number 7. Solution. 0.8 lie between 0 and 1 and it is nearer to 1. If the number is greater than 5, then it is nearer to next number, second number, and if it is less than 5, then it is nearer to first number. 5 decimal 1. It lies between 5 and 6. Okay. First number will remain same, this 5, and next number is 6. And it is nearer to 5 because decimal part here is 1. It is less than 5. So it is nearer to 5. This is the C part. D 6.7 lie between 6 and 7 and it is nearer to it is nearer to 7. It is not nearer to 6 because decimal part is 7. So here it is nearer to 7. 9 decimal 1 lies between 9 and 10 and it is nearer to 9. 4 decimal 9 lies between 4 and 5 and it is nearer to 5 because decimal 9 is there. Exercise 8.2, question number 4. Its solution is 29.41. You have to write down it as decimal. 137 decimal 05, 0 decimal 764, 23 decimal 206, 725 decimal 09. Next is third question. 0.03 as it is written as we speak. In the same way we will write down. B part is 1.20. C is 108.56. D 10.07. E 0.032. F 5.008.